So there's been a murder. Well, I don't know, dude, let's leave it to the professionals. Or them, that actually seems like a good idea. So yeah, because last night was a lot, I wasn't able to get this one in. I was still able to get the daily one, which is like, this is how many days are left, because that only works on the day. It's not that long, comparatively. But this, it's fun. It's really interesting. I definitely like it. And I think this is really fun. Oh, I think I don't know if there's going to be a sequel. This is just out. I'm also going to acknowledge this, even though I'm going to talk about this more in the end of it. This is really funny to be like, because the other ones I was like, these might have been done like a while ago, or not at all for some of them. This is the one that I'm going to be putting forth so far into the best film made in 2025. So yeah. But I'm not going to talk about that yet, because that's for that video. And if I watch films between now and then that were made in this year, it might change. So I'm not going to say that for a second. But I do love this, and I do find this really interesting. Throughout most of this, you have the sort of like main group of the mystery club. The three that we get introduced, which are these three, and the new person who comes in. You get a couple other people, like this crime person who disappeared, this person who was seen earlier digging the grave, and I find all of it interesting, but the one thing that I found really exciting is one of the things that happened is you get like David Tennant's character. He comes in, does all of this stuff, and I was like, I don't know how, I don't know why, but he's the murderer, or at the very least, the red herring. And then at a certain point, it's like, he's the red herring, and he's dead. And then when you slowly reveal and learn more about it, you learn a couple of things. One of the cold cases about one of the person who went missing actually is useful, as they were killed by one of the past members who was currently in a coma, and I think one of the people who was working their partner, and you also have, I think, them were the person who killed I don't really remember, it's been a while. They were the person who killed the I'm just gonna say David Tennant's character, that's his actor's name, not his actual name. You also get the mystery. I also like the point of like, oh, why is the sun there? Because like the tattoo, etc., etc. But I love what was he doing? Is essentially like he was with his wife. Because you find out later that someone's having a divorce, and they do this whole thing, and then Rat goes along and was like, It's really interesting. But the main twist. So first, you see this guy digging a grave, being like, etc., talking about certain things. You don't think about it too much, and then when certain things come up, he is put into more and more suspicion. And this is the twist I think is really good, because at the beginning it's like, he's just some guy. Not really important. I don't think he was going to be that big of a deal. Was that mistimed? Maybe. But I didn't think of it as much. But when certain things came into thing, definitely connected to the passport, or like taking away a passport so you can't leave the country, he is put into more and more light, which is more interesting. I also like the idea that it's like, whereas like, they explain plans and then he forgets, because the person who's doing it currently has a sort of memory problem, which I think is connected to dementia. But I like the fact that early in the movie they show him with a recorder, and they say he likes recording his games. He plays the recorder and that thing's like, oh yeah, it was him. I think that was really fun and really interesting. And absolutely, obviously these are based off a book. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how accurate it is in the book. You obviously have one of the main things of like, who's going to like own the thing, because a lot of the owners, the three people who are the owners, die. But one of the things that happened beforehand by one of the old people's sort of like daughters, is she was like a person with business, and then she buys it, which I think is a nice ending. So yeah, I definitely love this. I definitely think this is really interesting and really exciting, and 100% worth watching. Definitely with some of the insanity of like the mysteries and the twists, and how it's written is really good. I know there's more to these books. You can kind of tell here with this for sale image that there's more than one book. Meaning, there's more than one case. So I don't know if we're going to do another one. There are some big names. I don't know. Maybe it could be. I would be really excited if there is. But yeah. So, season 2 of Kaiju number 8. That's going to happen. Also, technically, I know I'm saying tomorrow is technically today and tonight and in a bit. But yeah. But I hope you enjoy, and good night.